we gonna hunt you down. We gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. Don't cry much if you really wanna stop crime. Be safe in your home, be safe in the streets. It's a cold place and I'm really feeling the heat. I never wear gold cause someone's always peeping by the fender. Still cry much, game and give TNT confidence. I had a dream in the dark, I had a dream in the spring. I had a dream like man knew the there's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down, we gonna hunt you down. Hunt is on, a jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down, we gonna hunt you down. We gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. Don't cry much if you really wanna stop crime. Be safe in your home, be safe in the streets. It's a cold place and I'm really feeling the heat. I never wear gold cause someone's always peeping by the fender. Still cry much, game and give TNT confidence. I had a dream in the dark, I had a dream in the spring. I had a dream like man knew the there's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down, we gonna hunt you down. Yo, there's a jungle out, there's a jungle out, there's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on.
Hi, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is I.A.N. This is Crime Watch, and we are back. Top of the evening to all those of you are locked on in line. A special good evening to you. All those of you are looking at me from all over the world, a special good evening to you. But you know, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to do some videos. We're going to just, I was really thinking about something yesterday, and it had to do with the case concerning the police officer. And I wanted to tell you something that what I found out, and I just wanted to share with you, but during the course of the show, I will tell you about that. But let's start. So all those of you who are looking at me from on my Facebook, I.A.N. Network on Facebook, and have subscribed, you're getting all the breaking news. Also, those of you who look at me on the I.A.N. Network on YouTube, all the breaking news, and you have subscribed. Remember, whenever our channel is down, you go to I.A.N. Network backup. Always remember that. Always remember that. Let's get with some important news. Elderly man killed after structure collapse in Penal. A 77-year-old man lost his life after a structure collapsed on him at his Penal home on Monday morning. Kenny Girdharie Harbuckhan of Satnarine Trace, Clarke Road, was reportedly pinned under a wooden galvanized structure shortly after 9:30 p.m. Relatives said they heard a loud explosion, and upon checking, found him trapped and unresponsive beneath the debris. He was pulled free with the help of family members and neighbors, but efforts by emergency responders to revive him was unsuccessful. All right, so what happened? The structure collapsed and he died. It's so sad. And that is why sometimes I'll tell us we don't know the circumstances, we don't know what he was doing, but he was pinned under the structure. Also, ladies and gentlemen, there's some sad news, really sad. A Cunupia hairdresser found dead hours after heated breakup and pregnancy revelation on Thursday. Now, we don't have a picture of the deceased. The deceased has been identified as Anna Lala. Anna Lala, that's all we have. Anna Lala. That's all if you have a photo of Anna Lala, you can WhatsApp it to me on my 1-868-294-4081. Or send it to my website at IANN.org. If I need because I don't have a photograph of it, I have to check my phone properly. So a Cunupia dresser found dead hours after heated breakup and pregnancy revelation on Thursday, the 17th of April. A 32-year-old woman from Cunupia has been found dead at her apartment, prompting an active police investigation. The deceased has been identified as Anna Lala, a self-employed hairdresser, was discovered unresponsive at her home along Elohim Road off Monroe Road on the evening of April 17th. According to initial reports, a male acquaintance who had been in a relationship with Lala returned to the apartment after becoming concerned when he was unable to contact her. Entering the residence using a spare key, he found her hanging from a bedroom door and immediately contacted the emergency services. Police officers assigned to the Cunupia police station responded alongside emergency health personnel. Upon arrival, officials confirmed that the woman showed no sign of life. Investigators were told that the couple had been involved in a dispute hours earlier. But how could a male acquaintance have a key for an apartment? Okay, it's not unusual. Okay. Investigators were told that the couple had been involved in a dispute hours earlier. Reportedly centered around their relationship and a recent pregnancy revelation. Sources indicate that the situation had caused emotional strain between the two. The district medical officer visited the scene and whatnot. Police said the apartment showed no sign of disturbance and inquiries are ongoing. But that is kind of funny because he wasn't hearing from her, but he had a spare key. And then we found out that there was somebody that a person that no time in a relationship had a pregnancy issue and whatnot. That's what I'm telling you. You have to be so careful out there. I know, I'll tell you something. That sometimes these relationships, and people must know who they're getting involved with. They must know. And I want to tell you this. We report everything on this program, everything. When it's not about you, you are happy to hear other people's business. When it's not about you, you're happy. You want to say, Ian, investigate more. But when problems and tragedy hits you, I don't want nothing to be aired on Crime Watch. I don't want nobody to know my business. But you want to know everybody's business. You want to know where, and how, and why. But when it hits home, when tragedy hits home, the person's called up my office, take down the post. Take down what post? You must be talking about a T&Tech post. You can't be talking about my platform. You can't be doing that. So it's sad, and it's sad. It is very, very sad. Very, very sad. Also, ladies and gentlemen, I have to tell you this. Police brace for reprisal shooting in Belmont Mova after child among 4 killed in Lady Young Road ambush. Four people, including a 9-year-old girl, were killed in a drive-by shooting along Lady Young Road on Sunday evening. What investigation believed was a targeted ambush linked to gang activity. The deceased has been identified as Obayati Latif of San Juan, 20-year-old Chelsea Edwards of Belmont, Armstrong of Belmont, and 9-year-old Jelena Armstrong. So sad. So they're bracing for reprisal, yeah? They are bracing for reprisal. And also just to give you an update, with respect to the policewoman, Anusha Everfleet, who was discovered dead at the municipal police in San Fernando. This is a shot of the building here. San Fernando. Now, just to let you know, San Fernando police gun thief fallout. 10 in custody. We have to come back to me because of this incident. Sorry, gun theft fallout. Sorry, gun theft fallout. I said thief, sorry. Gun theft fallout. 10 in custody. You have 10 persons in custody. 43 firearms recovered. 43 firearms recovered in major Claxton Bay overnight intercept. Arms haul the Eaton's investigation. And authorities have significantly escalated the investigation into the audacious theft of firearms and ammunition from the San Fernando Municipal Police, with a total of 10 suspects now detained. You know, I tell you something today. Come back to me. No offense to nobody. No offense to nobody. No offense to anyone. But I wished that these home invasions, where persons lost their lives, where people were missing, but people have gone missing, if they could have channeled, if they could have had that same energy and that approach for persons responsible for home invasion, for persons businessmen shot, wow, this place would have been a better place. Serious. I know some of you might say, well, Alan, is 60 gun gone? How much thousands of ammunition? But everybody life matters too, you know. A poor man life matters too. A poor man life matters too. Everybody deserve this level of attention also. Everybody, you might say I'm wrong and I'm causing bacchanal. I'm not wrong and I'm causing a bacchanal, but everybody deserve that level of attention too. Everybody. You know, I will tell you this. I will tell you what went on. You know, when you look at Anushka, come back to me. When you look at her, let me tell you something. Look how people could betray people, yeah? No man on the street walking into a police station. It is the first time in the history of this nation that we have ever seen anything like this at a police station. We have seen drugs taken. We have seen evidence stored, tampered with, but nothing like this with all these guns. But let me tell you what went on. Look how funny life is, huh? That person breached the trust of that woman police. That when he came there, you know what he did? You know what he did? She opened the side door. There's a side door, a metal side door. Opened this. He didn't come through from in front, you know. He never came through in front in that municipal police station there, you know. He came through a side door. Come inside. I don't know if they had a relationship. I don't know what was going on. But you have to remember, it's 3 stories there. So the dormitory is on the 3rd floor. Their office and whatnot on the 2nd floor. Partially wood floor also and concrete. And then ground floor. So everybody was upset. So it's a normal thing in a station. It's a normal thing where somebody will say, well, all the rest now, I'm cool it here now. I will tell you, I go handle the front today. I go handle the front. I go wait. I remember it's a municipal police. It's not like a regular station. It's the municipal police for the corporate, for the San Fernando area there, the borough there. The San Fernando, the city of San Fernando, sorry. And that man, ladies and gentlemen, come back to me, came back with an umbrella. And he knew exactly where every camera was positioned and put scotch tape on it and took the umbrella and pushed the umbrella so he took off all the lights in the charge room. Just imagine that. Wow. And then whatever happened, it's how people could breach that trust. She trusted him. I don't know if they had a relationship. I don't know. But it was a normal thing for him to come there. It was a normal thing. He's not a stranger there. The person in custody, the police or whoever is in custody, is not a stranger to that police station. So when he comes, you know, you see, well, he's a police too. So it's not like the policewoman running a man in the station. There are a lot of police officers, I know, WPC and constable or whoever. You know, they sit down and talk how you're going, what they bring food, they eat, all kind of thing. You're working, that's a working environment. That's your colleague. That's your batch. So you sit down, you talk. Nobody are doing nothing. I'm going to say something wrong on TV, but there ain't nothing. Nobody are doing nothing wrong. But look how people could betray your trust when they have bad intentions. She opened the side door. He said, you're coming from in front. Open the side door, he come in, and he put an umbrella. He got the light, and he started to block all the wall. And then after, oh God, I don't know what you did if you sexually molested the woman. But all we know, they didn't want to talk about that. Because she was found behind that door, prop up, with just a bra alone, all she underwear gone. And an object used to stab her in order not to make noise. You think anybody, these people they're thinking out of the box. He was thinking out of the box. And then you know what he did? After going into the he played on about the firearms, what's the name of that again? The armory. Yeah. take up everything and call the partner and the selfie. Call the partner and the selfie. They use the pickup and all to. They use a marked police pickup to transport it and bring it back and park it back on the compound and bring it back and park it back on the compound. That is why when I put it up, the first person to acknowledge when I said a police officer is involved, a police officer, that is when the Honorable Prime Minister came out and said, it is betrayal, it's not a threat to national, it is betrayal. And she was so right. Internal betrayal. And she was so right, ladies and gentlemen. She was so right. And it just goes to show, you can't trust nobody. People don't care about your feelings, you know. They might care about a flex, but they don't care about your feelings. So you have to understand which one of the F you really concerned about. If you're concerned about the flex, or if you're concerned about the feeling. I don't want to use the next word. Which one of the F you really concerned of? You have concerns about. It's a clear case. It wasn't just, there are people who have no feelings. And today, ladies and gentlemen, it's sad. And it's a wake-up call for every police officer. That's why I always tell you, that not everybody who is doing a patrol and have a senior person on board in the vehicle, and you might have 3 other officers and senior person on board who's in charge of the patrol, and they will tell you, well, maybe from one Papa Mike to whatever, senior person on board X on the number and whatnot. Sometimes you don't know the intentions of the others. I tell you, we live in a time where the Judas is among us. They are among us. The Judas. It really starts. I just have to tell you as the investigation continues. I just wanted to give you a little update on those in custody, because a lot of you want to know Mr. Allen, what is going on with the persons in custody? But let me tell you something. Speaking at a press conference held at the Police Administration building yesterday, Commissioner Guevara confirmed that police recovered, it's more than 38 now, and 929 rounds of ammunition. Guevara also said that 3 of the 6 suspects initially detained have since been released from custody pending further investigation. He stressed that police operations are continuing in full pace with efforts focused on recovering remaining stolen weapons. Just give me a minute on that. Go ahead.
Thank you very much, ASP Russell. A pleasant good day to all the members of the media and Trinidad and Tobago. As promised yesterday, I am coming back to you, the members of the public, to update you all on matters that would have occurred over the weekend that drew significant public concern. Firstly, I'd like to give you an update on the San Fernando Municipal Police Headquarters, where the homicide involving Corporal Eversley was indeed a shocking moment to the nation, and the heist of several weapons and ammunition that is an extreme concern to the TTPS. So the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service can confirm at this point in time that the autopsy on Municipal Police Officer Corporal Anushka Eversley was completed today. The cause of death has been determined as strangulation, accompanied by blunt force and sharp force traumatic injuries to the body. What was initially suspected to be a gunshot wound has now been clarified by the forensic pathologist's findings. The investigation continues apace, and at present, 6 men between the ages of 16 and 33 are in custody. 2 women and 1 male detainee who were held yesterday have since been released. As inquiries progress, further changes in persons in custody are expected. In relation to the theft of arms and ammunition from the San Fernando Municipal Police Headquarters, the TTPS has thus far successfully recovered 38 firearms, 1 MPX submachine gun, 1 shotgun.
Right. As we continue, ladies and gentlemen, you know, You remember the guy that we found where I discovered the body in the forest sometime last week? That's Frederick Aaron Stevenson. You could just go back to that and just show the nation and those looking at from around the world how we recovered his body inside that moment. I want to tell you about how this man really died. Do we have that? For hours in the bush. And just to let you know, we have found the body of Aaron Frederick Stevenson. This is the body across there. This is the foot. This is everything there. Let me tell you what. I'll give you an update. I'm going to give you an update on that case. He was beaten to death with a sledgehammer. Autopsy revealed non-forced killing. Mr. Las Lomas man lured, murdered, body dumped in forest. A post-mortem examination has confirmed that Las Lomas resident Frederick Aaron Stevenson died from a blunt force trauma to the head, with investigation alleging he was killed with a sledgehammer, before the body was dumped in a forest in the area. In fact, he was found. We found him on, let me tell you what day we found him, huh? What day did I find him? I found him on Wednesday the 15th. So you can go back to that clip. Wednesday the 15th we found him. Wednesday the 15th we found him. So you can go back and look at it on Wednesday the 15th. Also, ladies and gentlemen, Sealos, I have to tell you this, Sealos residents outraged after alleged police damage to community facility. AC unit destroyed and ceiling torn down. Residents of Pioneer Drive in Sealos are expressing outrage and concerns after accusing police officers of causing extensive damage to community facility. They say has long served as a social event space for the area. According to residents, the incident has left the structure severely compromised, with reports that air conditioning units were damaged and sections of the ceiling torn down during what they describe as an aggressive police intervention on Thursday, April 16th, 2026. Speaking with I.A.N. News during a visit to the district earlier today, several residents pointed to visible destruction inside the building and claimed the space had been messed up by officers. They said they insist the facility plays an important role in keeping young people and families engaged through community activities.
Come here first. Come here.
All right. This is a community space where we just keep little events for the community, free of charge. We have pool where the children can come and bathe, free of charge. Sometimes the mash up the community center where the children supposed to go and do the little homework and things. So we just use this space here to cut off the gates. This is what they do here, the police and them. Right? Right? We can walk inside and they go see the rest of the things they do. Yeah. They're the kitchen with the mash up the kitchen. Cut the current, everything. They do the most.
Don't press them in a big way.
They do the most. They cut the current off the meter. If you can't meter off, it's current paying, right? So, that is the kind of thing the police come here and do.
They have done all the camera and them are supposed to be making sure it's safe. All these things and them here.
They the ceiling here.
I the ceiling. It's a big price now, but it's something we don't do because we're working out for, because here come back and have the move for everybody. That's what. When we are here, when we come, we have a time here. Every man who bringing people from outside is come. Here is the community now, boy. We are all here. Come here first. Come here first. Here is with the pump and thing. That is for the pool now, boy. Come like the mash up the pump room.
The pump room there. People come together and build this pool as a community, and there's for children and the whole community and watch you water. Every defenders go on here. Watch. What you water.
Just think, watch you pool water. This is a function here. They take all the music box. They take everything. That is what people buy with the cash money. All we sprinklers and things they mash up. You understand? We can't be here again. You know how much the full here? It's a costly thing. Watch how the place is. It's a real unjust. And we need justice now, boy. We need them to leave we alone. You can do your work, but don't mash up the place like that because we don't know where to lime and we ain't going nowhere to lime neither. That's the next thing. We ain't going nowhere. We want justice. That is all we want. Justice. All you can come and do all the work, but do advantage thing now, boy. Do advantage people. The vandalizing the AC, the mashing up everything, the bust up all the wire. Watch here. You know how much for AC? AC is a lot of money.
In the place, the police are coming and seeing the mashing up this, the mashing up that, they take out the current, what you call it, the pool. We can't even take our bath, the sun hot. They're so pressing, we like, you know, they're talking about guns. I had to tell our officer, I said, officer, like, be real, you believe them guns in here? He said, no. I said, if we being real, I feel the police do that, you know, hear me? Yeah, police are part of the play now, so why are you coming in here and oppressing people? Watch here, the mashing up everything. They're just vandalizing the place, they money I just spend back here now. And the place wire. This is a costly, hefty.
So you have to understand something. Let me tell you something. You have to understand something that you saw certain residents from C-lots, they already called, they don't, you know, they don't come out of the zone. So everybody come together and they build up the little place and, you know, the residents can go in the pool, they can relax. I mean, yeah, they mash up everything. And you see, what is so sad that, I mean, I know I was looking for the guns in C-lots on some Sunday from the municipal police, but everybody knows Claxton Bay. Everybody knows it was Claxton Bay. And if you was paying attention to what was going on social media, on different persons' profile, they had the guns selling on WhatsApp also. Yeah, they had images of the guns selling. Spanish was buying it too. We see everybody free to come out and talk. I just letting you know, but no, the Spanish was wanted to buy the gun too. Yeah. And let me tell you something, but you can't go and break up the people place. They got a little pool and thing. I mean, they're making me feel to take all them. I don't see lots of nice place like that. So we put a dive and all kind of thing. I didn't know that. And yeah, before we take a break, I have to tell you, family alleged execution style killing, police shoot man in sleep, silent sparks, hurt and distrust in Maruga. A fatal police shooting in Maruga. A joint serious allegation and growing concern after a relative of the deceased claimed the man was killed. Could somebody interview these people for me, please? Okay, tomorrow. The victim identified as Romario Borneo was shot and killed by police in St. Mary's, Maruga, on Friday, April 17, 2026. However, no official account has been released by the police detailing the circumstances that led to the deadly encounter. I.A.N. News late on Friday night reported that Borneo was taken to the Preysal District Health Facility by police where he was declared dead. I just want you to know that. In a social media post that began circulating on Friday night, a relative alleged that officers from Maruga carried out a shooting claiming Borneo was intoxicated and asleep at the time he was killed. The relative further alleged that he was shot multiple times. The post also raised concerns about how the matter was handled afterwards, alleging that the officers removed the body from the scene, drove around with it for hours, and later transported it into the mortuary. It was further claimed that Borneo's mother has not been allowed to view his body, with instruction allegedly given that no one is to see it. At this time, no additional details have been disclosed by police or relatives, and the full circumstances surrounding Borneo's death remains unclear. You see? When these things happen, people lose trust with the police service. Trust. You don't know who to trust. Well, after seeing all of it on the municipal police, you don't know, some people just wire up different, yes? They just wire up different. The girl trust the man, she got her death. But your family say they don't trust the police, they're fed up. It is alleged they drove around the body after shooting them multiple times. All these things must, all it takes is for somebody from Police Complaints Authority to go down and meet with the family. Hi, good afternoon. Morning. I am here from PCW. Police Complaints Authority, sorry. PCA. Can you tell us exactly what happened? Oh, and they drove around with the body. And they might do nothing, but just your very presence. And they go to find out. People say, nah, boy, I like how the police authority came down there just to listen to us. Sometimes listening could regain confidence, So we're going to take a fast break. When we come back, we'll continue.
The I.A.N Show will be right back.
Looking for something truly unique this season? Then you need to visit Fab India Expo, located opposite Medford Gas Station, Shogunas. Brand new containers have just arrived, packed with one-of-a-kind garments you won't find anywhere else. Whether you're shopping for something stylish, traditional, or custom-made, we've got you covered with made-to-order pieces tailored just for you. And it doesn't stop there. Take a stroll through our full food court, offering delicious options for the entire family. From savory bites to sweet treats, there's something for everyone. Plus, don't miss our big sale on furniture. Upgrade your home with beautiful pieces at unbeatable prices. So come on down to the Fab India Expo, located opposite Medford Gas Station, Shogunas, where culture, style, and savings come together.
Looking for the perfect place to own land? Introducing pre-development lots for sale in Mayaro at an unbeatable price of $45,000. Perfectly located only 4 minutes from the beach, you'll be just moments away from the relaxing sound of the waves and the beauty of the coastline. Plus, only 5 minutes from Mayaro Junction, giving you easy access to everything you need. Whether you're planning your dream home, a vacation getaway, or a smart investment, these lots offer the ideal location and incredible value. Call today and secure your lot near the beach before they're all gone.
Struggling to lose weight despite your efforts? Feeling tired after meals or dealing with stubborn belly fat? It may not just be your diet. Your blood sugar could be the issue. Spikes can lead to fat storage, low energy, and higher cholesterol. Berberine Plus. With berberine, bitter melon, and banaba leaf, help support healthy glucose metabolism so your body works more efficiently. Take control and feel the difference in 90 days. Available at Pennywise and leading pharmacies nationwide.
And the rules are this simple. Spend $300 or more and you could win the ultimate giveaway. 4 lucky mugs. A staycation for 2 at Sunset Beach Resort. So be sure to shop, spend and win at SNS Bazaar Supermarket this Mother's Day for a limited time only.
On April 25th, gather around Team UNC for speeches on the state of the nation, including Prime Minister KPB 2.0.
The people of our country can be assured that assets that belong to them are now being managed in a manner to bring the greatest returns to our country and our citizens.
37 years of party, 1 year in government. Congress 26 from the Couva South Hall car park, Saturday, April 25th at 2 p.m. Live coverage on this station and all streaming platforms.
Better days are coming. Better days ahead.
That was a paid political ad.
Welcome back to the I.A.N Show.
What I didn't tell you about, listen to what I didn't tell you about. I didn't tell you that in Tobago, they had everybody's outraged there after shows a police officer beating a woman. Police in Tobago have launched an investigation after a viral video appeared to show a police officer violently assaulting a woman. It was a 23 seconds clip which has been widely shared on social media. Shows a man believed to be a police corporal pulling the woman by her hair and repeatedly striking her body, head and face as she attempts to defend herself. The incident, ladies and gentlemen, reportedly occurred at the woman's home in Tobago West on April the 12th. Huh. Wow, unbelievable, yeah? What is this, boy? Look at this, a police officer, boy. Why one not killing a why one not stabbing, one beating? So imagine, ladies and gentlemen, when they hold your son or they hold your husband or your nephew, and everybody's innocent till proven guilty, and everybody who's waiting for a court date, you can imagine with this kind of venom and bitterness and this kind of intention, what a normal person will go through. If they could do a woman this, just imagine that. Look at that video. Oh, no commissioner talk about that. Oh, nobody talk about that. Oh, nobody come out and make a statement about that. Like somebody knows somebody or what? Somebody tried to downplay it. But just to let you know, it's on my page. It's on my page. Just to let you know that it's on my page. It's on my show. That's craziness. All the women's group out there, come out and speak about it. Or the women's group against violence. For standing up for the rights of women. Come out and say something. That kind of licks that woman get. Wow. I can imagine a prisoner. Come back to me. Anyway, let me tell you something again if you didn't know. A woman police constable among two held after high-speed police chase ends in crash. Alleged firearm seized in Speyside, Tobago. What going on? What going on in Tobago? One police fighting, the next one in police chase. Chucky drops bag, flee from crash. Seen leaving off-duty cop among two passengers behind. And they'll come with some story. The late-night police operation in Tobago ended in a dramatic roadside crash as a forest escaped and discovery of what officers say appears to be a firearm during a roving roadblock exercise in Speyside, Tobago. According to reports from the Operations Command Center of the Tobago Police Service assigned to the Tobago Division Task Force Area East were conducting a mobile checkpoint around 11:55 p.m. on April 19, 2026 along Windward Road near the entrance to the Speyside Public Cemetery. During the exercise, officers attempted to intercept a reddish Mazda 323 traveling west along the roadway. After receiving intelligence and conducting prior surveillance, police said the driver failed to comply and veered off the road and plunged down an embankment, coming to a rest approximately 20 to 25 feet below the road surface. Officers approached the wrecked vehicle and issued commands for the four occupants to show their hands. At that point, the driver allegedly exited the vehicle and fled into nearby forested terrain, abandoning a light-colored bag which fell to the ground. During the escape, the suspect has been identified by police as a man known to them, referred to as Joseph Campbell alias Chunky, who remains at large. Does anybody have a photograph of Joseph Campbell who could assist with this investigation? The bag was recovered by officers and, according to police, contained a grey jersey which later found to conceal a black metal object resembling a firearm marked Jennings 9, along with a magazine, like items bearing SIG markings. No ammunition also was found. Two other occupants who remained inside the vehicle were detained and taken to Roxborough Hospital for medical attention. They have since been identified and assisting police with inquiries. The individuals arrested include a 34-year-old fisherman from Bel Air Gardens and a 42-year-old police officer assigned to Roxborough Police Station. And let me tell you what they're going to come and say. Let me tell you what, because they're good at damage control. They're good at damage control. They know PR. Nobody did know what the guy had, and both of them were passengers in the. But then again, I might say that we get investigated properly because I am thinking, remember, I think I will have to take the facts and say, okay, well, it wasn't found in the car, he dropped the bag while running. So what about they were in a PH taxi driver? About a PH, they were in a PH car. And he started speed, and them telling him to stop, and he just running from the police. Because he's not a fisherman. So the fact that the police saw him drop it, that's his own. So it could have been a PH taxi driver, a PH. Also, ladies and gentlemen, as we continue, repeat offender strikes again. Suspect returns for a second supermarket theft in Chaguanas. A man believed to be a known shoplifter in the Chaguanas district returned the same supermarket and carried out a second theft in a separate incident. On Sunday, April 19, the suspect reportedly stole several packs of Cadbury chocolates from the supermarket along Endeavour Connector Road, Chaguanas. This comes just weeks after an earlier incident at the same establishment. How come we ain't get that man yet? But where is that till he come back again? On March the 18th, the man was caught concealing yogurt, tang, and other beverages in his clothing at the Orchard View Plaza. Can I see a photograph of him? Let's find him. Where we could find him? Let's be honest. Where we could find this man? Charlie, when he living with Charlie, when he doing that? He can smoke what cocaine. That does not give him the right. That does not give him the right. Also, in other news, cash vanishes from Western Union counter. Supermarket employee held in 53,000 theft probe. Oh, Jesus. A Point 14 supermarket employee is in police custody following an investigation into alleged disappearance of more than $53,000 in cash linked to a Western Union transaction. The matter was reported to police around 5:45 p.m. on April 19, 2026, after officers at the Point 14 police station were alerted to the suspected larceny at the supermarket. In response, Officer Police Constable Ramrup and Police Constable Gopal and Woman Police Constable Carter Thompson visited the location to investigate the report. On arrival, police were informed. According to investigative footage, allegedly showed an employee, Rene Joseph, seated at the Western Union counter receiving cash, inspecting it, and then placing it in her handbag. Oh, Lord. Subsequent checks revealed that a total of 53,870 Tobago currency was unaccounted for. Police later approached Joseph on the compound, where she was informed of the allegation arising from a CCTV evidence. She was cautioned arrested. Anybody can send me a photograph of Rene Joseph? That'll be good. Also, I had to tell you, daylight theft in Chaguanas. Thief strips hubcaps from parked vehicle. Please at Green Almera. A vehicle owner is seeking the public assistance after a brazen daylight theft in Chaguanas, where a man caught stealing hubcaps from a parked car before making his escape. The incident occurred around 1:34 p.m. on Monday, April 20th, along Manic Street, Chaguanas, while the owner was at work. According to the victim, the vehicle had been securely parked when the suspect removed the hubcaps and fled the scene shortly after. The suspects was seen leaving the area in a green Nissan Almera, bearing registration number PBH 7330. The victim is now appealing to members of the public who may have seen the incident or recognize the vehicle involved to come forward with any information that can assist and identify locating the suspects. Also, ladies and gentlemen, gunman posed as passenger hijacks TTRS driver in Enterprise on Monday night. I repeat, gunman posed as passenger hijacked TTPS driver in Enterprise on Monday night. A driver TTRS. A driver working with TTRS was robbed of his vehicle on Monday, 20th April 2026, after picking up 3 men who posed as passengers in Enterprise Chaguanas. What going on in Enterprise, boy? Reports indicate around 7:32 p.m. The victim was operating his blue note registration PEE Papa Echo Echo 347 when he picked up the trio near Branch Trace, close to Kingdom Ministries. The situation escalated when the men directed him to Bino Trace Extension, a dead-end street. There, one of the suspects pulled out a firearm, pointed at the driver, and announced a robbery. Fearing for his life, the victim complied and was relieved of his vehicle. He was later dropped off at Londonville area while the suspect fled in a stolen vehicle. If you have any information, get in contact with me. Well, I have to tell you something about the Queen's Park Savannah. When we come back, let's take a fast break.
The I.A.N Show will be right back.
Thinking of giving your home that modern finish? Then visit ABC Bar Doors and Windows. We are the largest supplier of hardwood finishing goods. Get kitchen and pool tiles, faucets, doors, windows, sinks, and so much more. Come in or give us a call. ABC Bar Doors and Windows, always a better choice.
Melt away fat, cellulite, and reduce stretch marks with Angie Seaweed D5 soap. Manufactured with 10 natural herbs, seaweed being the main ingredient. It draws fat and cellulite out of your body, leaving you with firmed, tightened, toned skin and a slimmer figure when used regularly. Experience the wonderful feeling in days. Notice the difference in weeks. Agents Modern Caribbean Enterprises Limited. Also available at Pennywise stores, pharmacies, supermarkets, cosmetic counters. Be sure to look for Modern Caribbean's name and logo on genuine Anchi products.
Welcome to eFix Investments Limited, your one-stop destination for all your home essentials. Transform your bathroom with our exquisite range of showers, enclosures, luxury bathtubs, modern toilets, faucets, ceramic sinks, and vanities. Enhance your kitchen with our stainless steel sinks. Our extensive selection includes bath, kitchen accessories, as well as security doors. Visit our showroom today at Southern Main Road, Homeland Gardens, Cunupia, and let your dream home become a reality. Call us at 665-2282 or 671-2282. eFix Investments Limited, your home, your style, our passion.
On April 25th, gather around Team UNC for speeches on the state of the nation, including Prime Minister KPB 2.0.
The people of our country can be assured that assets that belong to them are now being managed in a manner to bring the greatest returns to our country and our citizens.
37 years of party, 1 year in government. Congress 26 from the Couva South Hall Car Park, Saturday, April 25th at 2 p.m. Live coverage on this station and all streaming platforms.
Better days are coming. Better days ahead.
That was a paid political ad.
Step into Sensational Beauty Studio by Tina, your one-stop beauty destination. From micro shading and brow tinting to makeup, hair coloring, manicures, pedicures, and relaxing massages. Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Walk-ins and appointments welcome. Book today.
Grade 1 PVC ceiling sale on new arrivals. PVC panels $25. Heat barrier tiles $7. WPC panels $35. Marble sheets $180 and more. 4 locations: Warren Road, Davey, Tunapuna, and Tobago. Big deals, premium finishes. Don't miss this sale.
Low prices, more value, weekly giveaways only at Food Chopper Supermarket, 121 EMR Rima on JHI Trading Compound. Join our loyalty card program. Enter for a chance to win our monthly grand prize. We are open Monday to Friday 8 to 8, Saturday 7 to 8, and Sunday 7 to 3.
Welcome back to the I.A.N Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. I have to tell you that Savannah night, Queen's Park Savannah night, turns out violent as armed robber targets couple near President House. You can believe that? Near the President House. I'm sure we have a cover. A late night outing near the Queen's Park Savannah ended in a frightening robbery after a couple was confronted by armed suspect and relief of a vehicle during an early morning incident on April 19th. According to report, the victim, 61-year-old man from Laventon, had parked a white Toyota Aqua along Circular Road in the vicinity of the President House around 2 a.m. He was accompanied by a female friend. The pair reportedly exited the vehicle and walked a short distance into the Savannah to sit and consume drinks when they were approached by a male suspect. Police said the assailant brandished what appeared to be a firearm and announced a robbery. The suspect then forcibly took the victim's key, valued at approximately 2,000 before fleeing the scene on foot and in an easterly direction. He was later seen entering a waiting vehicle. That's why you have to be careful going out at night and sitting down. Anyway, before I have an investigation, I want to tell you about Midnight Inferno, God's Claxton Bay home as elderly family escaped second before disaster. A retired Claxton Bay resident and his wife are counting their blessing after a late-night fire tore through their two-story home on Sunday, leaving the structure severely damaged, but miraculously sparing all lives. The victim of Suku Trace was at home with his wife and their 29-year-old son when the terrifying ordeal unfolded around 11:35 p.m. According to reports, the victim was inside an upstairs bedroom when he detected the smell of smoke. Acting quickly, he went to investigate and discovered that the living room area of the concrete and wooden house was already engulfed in flame. Realizing the imminent danger, he immediately raised an alarm and rushed to get his family out of the building. Emergency services were contacted and a team led by acting fire officer before from Savannah Fire Station responded. So sad, so sad. Also, come back to me. I have to tell you, and I know this guy also, a UNC stalwart, Don Sylvester, dies. So sad. UNC stalwart Don Sylvester passed away. PM Hill's steadfast fighter as party mourns. United National Congress has lost a dedicated political figure. As long-serving member Don Sylvester died, prompting tributes from Prime Minister Kamala Prasad and party colleagues. In a statement issued, news of his passing, the Prime Minister describes Sylvester as a committed and loyal servant of the UNC, whose contributions span decades of political involvement at both national and grassroots level. Sylvester previously served as a temporary government senator during the 10th Parliament between 2012 and 2014. He later contested St. Anne's East constituency in the 2015 general election and remained actively involved in local government and party operations. According to Prime Minister, Sylvester was known for stepping forward and whenever duty called. So sad, describing him as a true grassroots activist. Oh, I have to tell you another thing, that I don't know if you heard about this, the international news: betrayal, rage, and slaughter in Louisiana. Father guns down 7 children in Louisiana, and nephew in family massacre. Again, in Louisiana, a father gunned down 7 children and nephew in family massacre. A quiet neighborhood in Shreveport, Louisiana, has been left shattered after a horrific domestic violence claim. The lives of 8 children in what authorities are treating as one of the most disturbing family killing in recent memory. Police say 21-year-old Shamar Elkins, a former Army National Guardsman, opened fire inside his home Sunday, April 19, 2026, following a heated confrontation with his wife, Shaniqua Pure. Really sad, really sad. And also, just to let you know, a 7.7 earthquake jolt northern Japan. A powerful 7.7 magnitude earthquake struck off northern Japan on Monday, triggering a brief tsunami alert and prompting authorities to warn of elevated risk of a potential mega quake in the coming days. Wow. You know, I have to tell you this, I have to tell you something that I was paying attention to. Let me see. It's something that I want to tell you. Do you remember the fatal Preysal road tragedy? The fatal Preysal road tragedy, pedestrian struck and dragged as vehicle failed to stop. A 38-year-old man has died following a devastating road traffic accident. I still have to along the Preysal Main Road on Wednesday. The deceased has been identified as Martin Machikan of Main Road, Preysal. According to initial reports, a white motor vehicle struck Machikan while he was on the roadway. The impact caused him to be dragged along the roadway before the same vehicle ran over him during what they believed to have been an overtaken maneuver. The driver did not stop after the fatal impact. CCTV footage obtained from the area shows the portion of the incident capturing the vehicle appearing to drag and subsequently run over the victim. But I was paying attention to that. But that person who was knocked down, it reminded me of a case that I'm paying special attention to. That is Gomez from Shogunas. He was killed in Penco, in the Penco area. I'm putting that together for you also. I'm putting that together. And then not forgetting the woman in Penal Rock Road. The woman in Penal Rock Road. Afros Lalu. 60. Somebody tell me they released the driver. If you hear that scores. But let me tell you, with respect to Martin Machikan, I went to the area. First, I want to show you the area. I met with the dad and aunt. And I spoke to them for 11 minutes. Go ahead.
Fatal Preysal Road tragedy. Pedestrian struck and dragged as vehicle failed to stop upon impact. The deceased has been identified as Martin Machikan of Main Road, Preysal. According to initial reports, a white motor vehicle was on the roadway. Upon the impact, caused him to be dragged along the roadway and whatnot. The driver did not stop. Right? But let me tell you what's going on here. Let me tell you what went on here initially. This whole thing, this happened Wednesday, that is 15th. The 15th, guys. Right. You see across here? There was an altercation with a man. Right there. Yeah. And apparently he was hit with a cable. Yeah. You're aware of that? Yeah. Right. We are looking for an individual by the name of Mandela. Right. You're surprised I have my info? Right. Yes, Mandela. To assist. When he got the impact here, right through here, the scuffle upon here, he was hit with an object, a cable. So he was having drinks and whatnot. Right? He was having drinks and whatnot, but nevertheless, he was hit here. So when he walked down, it hadn't so disoriented because he got hit with a cable. Right? And so he got disoriented, so he started to walk. He walked. He don't know what to do because blood flowing, blood flowing. Listen to this, blood flowing. When he reached down there, a car hit him. No, he got blackout. He got blackout and the car hit him. The car hit him. But it all started from here, causation. If he didn't get the impact here and the blow here, it would have never end him up end him up there. Because he didn't know what to do. He didn't know what to do. He didn't know what to do. Blood flowing and everything. So just so that you know, well, we it's Friday and we're here. Well, police pick up the car. We just pick up they got the car on a wrecker. You know they got the car? Yeah. Right. No, just now, yeah? So it's surprised to see all this happening today. Right. So car pick up, I.A.N on the scene. So I went down by Mandela. Mandela, not living Sapati, they call their Woodland or something. The N, Woodland or something. Right? So we went to by Mandela. I spoke to his mother. His mother name is Grace Lala. Very nice lady. Very, very nice lady. All right, we're trying to get in contact with Mandela. All right? To see how he can help us out. All right, because it started from here. Is he hit him? Yeah, but if he didn't get the impact and he get this, so when he get the blow is what get him disoriented. So he started blood flowing, he blew his vision blur. So when the car pick him up, they know. So I went up by Mandela, and very interesting, I have some, before he went down there, when he got the blow from there, you are who to him?
I'm his aunt.
Your auntie? Auntie, what did Martin tell you?
I was inside.
Right, you were inside here?
Inside my bedroom. And he called at me and said, Auntie Chano.
Yeah.
Open the door for me, please. So I told him, I said, Martin, go home. So I didn't know that he had burst. So when I opened the door for him,
what you saw?
I saw blood all over his head flowing on here, like the blood was spraying up and running all his face.
Coming here and coming down.
And I asked him what happened. He said Mandela take a cable and hit him on his head.
Mandela take a cable and hit him on his head?
Yeah, and blood was blood all day in front of the gate. They bleeding, going down the road. So I asked him, where you going? He said, call my father.
Yeah, call my father.
His father.
Yeah.
To take him by the doctor. So I told him, I said, I don't have no money in my phone to call him. So he said, I said, where you going? He said he's going to the police station to make a report.
That will be right here? Hoover.
Yeah, so about like maybe next 10 minutes we heard he get an accident.
He get disoriented?
Yeah, he fall and that was it.
Right, so we could confirm that he and Mandela had an altercation here. And when the mother said he had a cutlass and he wanted to chop Mandela and all kind of thing. That is what the woman said.
No. He always have thing and always drag it because he did his drink. Sometimes he does drink and thing, but
everybody's saying that it started from here with Mandela, but you see that now that the cable already hit him in his head and blood was flowing. So he was going to the police station. Remember we said he was just walking down, now you find out. We know he was hit there. He came by an auntie here. He talked to auntie. He had blood all here. Right, he had blood all here. And then he said, you know what? I go in to the police station and that's how we get knocked down. And that's how the car left. But the start of everything is the blow he got.
Where he knocking the window, I didn't saw that earlier when I sat down in the hammock there.
Yeah.
You seen a slide but where he was knocking the window.
Oh, God.
And he was falling right here. You could have it.
Yeah.
Just sit down here, there, you see like here? When he was, like this spot on here.
Yeah, you sit in the window,
Open the window, I'm knocking and he was knocking.
So you see? So that's why when you investigate these things, it's not a matter somebody was hit, and these things are just pushed under the carpet, because there is somebody, my Martin, he from Preysal, and he's taking a little drink and thing, and that is it. But everybody's life is of value. So the father is here, everybody's life is of value, everybody have a family. They might look homeless and they might look deranged to you, but everybody have a story, everybody have family, everybody has a history. So you see, and he got a gruesome death. So everybody was going with just the car knocking down and driver, but no, it started with Mandela. You have to understand, it started with Mandela.
After that, I started to look for Mandela, for Mandela. I met his mother, I met his mother on the road after I located where Mandela living. But who hit him with the cable first? Listen to this, yeah? So everybody going with how this man getting knocked down. But the man was going to the police station after the beating. Everybody know that. He was going to the police station after the beating. And that's how we get knocked down. He collapsed in the road and the car run him over. So I met her on the road. Go ahead. I walk up to her.
Hello? Hello? Hey, Grace? 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 I'm looking for a man called Mandela. Like Grace Lala's son. Okay? This is in connection. This is in connection, yeah? This is in connection with the fatal Preysal.
I am there. I'm now tired trying to reach.
Well, you know why I come by here?
Concerning some incident?
Yeah, I'm looking for Mandela with the cable and thing. And what can Mandela tell you?
No, he said he will be coming in this evening.
He coming, he gonna give up himself or what?
I don't know, but he went to do a little work, so he will come in this evening.
And
so
which part he is?
This morning. Well, they went down the island to work.
Yeah, but you don't have a little picture of him where I can see a passport size picture on your phone or something?
I only have a picture of him when he was going to the Cuba West Secondary just now.
So Grace, how are you going, girl? You know from work?
Well, I went out and I'm now going home.
Yeah, looking at what went on with
they saying
Mandela?
I wasn't home. I only hearing this.
Yeah, but Mandela started the thing, man.
And they saying that
Mandela started the thing, but what Mandela? Why Mandela do that
was
for?
telling me that the little boy, that the boy
Martin.
with the cutlass, Martin was dragging the cutlass by his foot and by his waist and telling the boy, I will chop you, I will chop you. But he said all that time.
He got the cable?
No, I don't know if they had any cable or what. I will not, I don't know. The son got the picture just now. And what happened, he said he telling the boy, look this picture here from when he used to go to Cuba was secondary. When his father died, he was 9 years. This was when around 11 years. When he was
that makes no sense.
So this is the only one I have.
Yeah, he named Roshan Ramkisoon or what?
Yes.
Let's show you something
But
here.
in his ID, you will see the picture much more.
Yeah, Roshan Ramkisoon, aka Mandela.
Yeah.
So this is like when he was many years ago, like he had 11 years. How old is he now?
This year you'll make 24.
24. So this will have 24. So we have a little idea how he looks, you know?
Yeah.
This is when he used to go to school. Yeah, but Grace, but we hiding for here coming up and thing.
No, he said he talked to the police the night when that incident.
But he didn't tell the
police. Thanks coming up.
But we're looking for Mandela to help us out.
Yes. Well, he told me.
Call him now, give him a call.
I'll give him a little call.
Yeah.
I'll give his number.
Pure simple. It is. If you pay attention, give everybody the attention that they deserve when they are victims of crime. I went by Mandela. He waited. I link up with him, and this is what Mandela had to say: that he hit Martin Machikan the cable. He hit him the cable. So that's when the cable thing start. That's how this man get run over, you know. He said, I hit Martin. Go ahead. I found them home. Go ahead.
This is in connection with the incident of Martin Machikan, the 38-year man that died following a devastating road traffic accident. Right. So we know that he was knocked down. He was knocked down. But I just asking you something here. You were now before he was knocked down, he was beaten. He was beaten with a cable. I just want to ask you, why did you defend yourself with the cable?
Well, Mr. I.A.N, the way things start to be thin, right?
Yeah.
Here what happened. We was linemen, we was sitting playing cards.
By Randy's
barber shop.
Right,
Before that he had some bacchanal with his mother, and he auntie and them locked the gate and leave him outside.
Right.
So he come and he started aggravate we, and he didn't have no cutlass at the time, but he come and he started.
The two fellas who saw
what happened, right?
Saw what happened, yeah.
So we was there, all our linemen thing, he started argue. So we telling him now, Martin, go down the road, your head bad, whatnot. Leave us alone, leave you alone. We playing all the cards, we didn't want no bacchanal, we didn't want nothing like that. We telling you go down the road, all of us telling him to go down the road, which is he never went down the road. He said, oh, alright, all you feel, all this and that. And he went home. And that is where he get the blade and come back. And when he get the blade and come back, he started be putting up the blade in my hand, in my face and thing, close to me and telling me how he ain't forget me and who I have a long way to home. And if I forget, I just had to come down the road by them to pack up to go to work and whatnot. So I tell him, I say, well, just so you start on my case, and he started cussing me about my mother this and my mother that. So I tell him, I say, Martin, better go down the road, but don't start that kind of thing. So then he come closer with the blade and keep dragging the blade in the ground close to my foot, where I got a mark on my foot too.
Where the mark?
Right here. So.
What's the mark? Okay.
So he keep dragging the blade in the ground up and down. So I tell him, I say, Martin, best leave me alone and go down the road. So he still insists that, he want to come wrong, man, that kind of way and try to advantage, man. So I tell him now, I say, Martin, leave me alone, right? I don't want no problem with you. You keep coming around me 2-3 days when you're drunk, you keep arguing with me from a bicycle to go and buy drugs, which is I don't really like, right? Every time he drunk, he always try to be provoking somebody. His auntie and them was there when everything take place. They stand up and they saw everything what take place, Mr. I.A.N. They never come out to stop we.
But the blow he get, boy, the blow he get. You see that blow?
Mr. I.A.N.
That blow had him, the cable hit him here, and blood was just spraying from here.
No, Mr. I.A.N. The cable never hit him.
What hit him?
Let me tell you what it is really take place, right?
Oh, yeah.
he had a cutlass in his hand,
Yeah.
right? So when I had the cable, well, there's a cable why I just keep on my bike for the dogs and them when I come in home in the night, right?
Right.
So I didn't mean to hit him with the cable.
Oh, you
but
didn't mean to hit him?
I had the cable in my hand to defend myself because he had a blade. I didn't know what was his intentions. So when I hit him the first cable, I hit him at here.
And then it hit, yeah,
And
swing
the
into
second
me,
one when I hit now, it hit the cutlass because he had the cutlass like this in his hand, right?
Yeah.
And he was like this trying to gallivant around me. So when I hit the cutlass, the cable hit the cutlass and it hit him in his head and he got a cut in his head.
The cable hit the cutlass and the cutlass
Right.
hit him in the head. Oh,
And
okay.
he got a cut in his head and he started to argue and thing and about, oh, this now start and this and that.
And then you got
and,
next blow again?
No, I never hit him. Only twice I hit him.
Only twice you hit him?
Yeah. And after that, he started to argue and think about, oh, this ain't done yet. And
But
he
you know what
going-
blood was spraying from his head? Because he went by his aunt right next door. The auntie living right, the green shop where the father is here. And he was knocking the glass. He had blood all in the living room, all in the gallery and thing. Because she said that also. And she said that when he get his shot, all she could see was blood just flowing from his clothes, flowing all from his face. And the blood was literally spilling from his head here. And that is how he ended up walking. Now he said he was going to the police station. And that is how he ended up getting knocked down because like he collapsed. He get disoriented because
Well,
the
Mr.
blow
Ian
was so hard at him.
I being honest, I swear to God, I was a praying fella. That is why something like this probably happened.
You say
I
praying,
ain't
something
mean-
like this could happen to you if you're praying?
No, I was saying I was a praying fella. Anybody try to interfere with me or anybody do anything like that, I doesn't do anything. Them just end up falling later down the road. That what happened, right?
You had mattered before the courts in the past?
Yeah, in the past for driving
matters you
without,
had?
driving without license.
And what again? Drugs? Possession of drugs?
No possession of drugs,
Firearm?
no possession of firearms.
Huh?
No.
Yeah, but you ever been incarcerated? Locked up?
Yeah.
For how long?
For 5 days, well, 4 days into 5 days.
And what again after that?
Well, that was it.
Okay.
I try changing my life. I got work, I work, and I continue working and seeing about
You working
myself.
as a contractor or something?
No, I work in a corporation contract.
With who?
With corporation. Corporation have a contract going on right now.
Which corporation is that?
Kuva.
Kuva Talparo? Okay.
So, he aunt and them see everything what was going on and they never come out and they stop
But
anything.
if it wasn't for the
right?
blow, and if it wasn't for that, and the two shot you get him, he would have never died because he was real disoriented when he was walking because because the blood was flowing. Even the aunt said that too.
Mr. Allen?
And the two fellas in them was witness that you did hit him, right?
Yeah.
She mentioned the two names.
Yeah.
What was the two names again? What was the two names again?
Oh, Harry, one name Kolo Harry and the next one name Bang. There's
Kolo
three
and Harry?
person was there, but
Kolo and what?
Kolo Harry.
Kolo Harry?
Yeah. And the next person was Bang.
And who's the next person?
Sharma.
Sharma.
Yep.
Okay.
So everybody see what go on. His aunt and them was outside when he went home for the cutlass and came back, and he aunt and them never tell him nothing. He come gallivanting around me, although he aunt and his mother hear me telling them leave me alone. They never take it up on their own hands to tell Martin, well, Martin, behave yourself, or Martin, go down the road and leave the boy, or whatnot. So therefore, now when I done hit him and whatnot, transfer out, right, Mr. Ian Allen?
Hit him twice.
Yeah, I hit him twice. After
You got two good blow in your head. You got
No,
good blow
I
in your head
never
on top
hit
here.
him. Well, this
Watch
is-
the cable. You can see the print of the cable on his face right here. Right here.
Well, Mr. Ian Allen, I never hit him with the cable on his head. As I told you, I hit him one in the back here.
one in
and
the back.
second one when I go to hit him is what hit the cutlass and make him get hit in the face.
Oh, the cutlass cut him
You
on the head.
understand?
Right? Yeah.
And
Ricochet.
after all that, right? After all that, a half an hour after that, because I was on my way trying to go, man. I couldn't get to leave to go home because I was on my bike. And the way he was gallivanting and getting on, I didn't know if what would I be transferred. Next thing I turned my back to go get my bike and he, you know? So after all that now, Mr. Allen, it takes like about a whole half an hour. Within a whole half an hour, he stand up right in the front, the curling and getting on.
All that time he was bleeding profusely.
But he will cuss.
Crime Watch does not end at 7 p.m. It continues on all our platforms, Facebook, YouTube, and on our website. Download the Ian Allen app today.
he chop this one and kill that one.
After he get the blow, he went by his aunt. After he get the blow, the blood was just flowing. It was
no, Mr.
spraying.
Allen, he didn't went by his aunt. We were standing up there right at the same time. He threatened me and he
told... gallery by his aunt.
The gate was locked.
The aunt said he come in the gallery, it had blood all in the gallery and thing.
Mr. Allen, I didn't come to waste no time. I was down the islands yesterday. When I get to realize that they was looking for me putting into this, I came back. Right? I came back.
I was down the islands, God?
Yeah, it was kind of alright. It's not too good. There, yeah, I working down the islands. I used to sideline work and thing. We was busting a stone for a guy to do a little renovation, a kind of basement renovation.
What kind of stone is that?
The beach stone. So we had a jackhammer and clean it up and thing for him to dig trench to put the blocks and whatnot.
Okay. So
that is why I came back. I came back because I want to clear my name from the air, right? Because everybody see what happened. And a matter of fact, I didn't have nothing to do with Martin. Martin make his way to interfere with me first, you understand? He make his way to interfere and provoke me and tell me all kind of thing about my mother and all kind of thing. You understand? I live in up here, Mr. Yanalin. I just lie my road. I don't know what could happen in the night. You understand? Yeah. He's be doing all kind of thing. You understand? His mother and them doesn't take no wrong for him. Neither no right.
But you get too good cable, huh?
He get the lash way he get officer, Mr. Yanalin, is when the cutlash fly back and hit him in his head, right? And after that he keep carrying around right there for a whole half an hour into an hour until when I leave from down there coming up the road now, I stop by one of my friends because one of my friends asked me, why you passing so straight? Stop and check, man. So I stop. When I went now, he asked me, where am I? You don't look so. So I telling him what it is going now. He up and he telling me, you know, Martin and them just really look for the thing, the outer time and real bad when they drink and
and things. What is your full name? What is your full name?
My full name is Roshan Ramkisoon.
Roshan Ramkisoon. How old are you?
23.
And where's your address?
Lower Kuva Road, Preysal Village.
Alright.
So, Mr. Allen.
Which part you get this name from, Mandela from?
Well, when I born, I think Mandela was in
Mandela came to Trinidad from South Africa.
Yeah.
Okay. Like 23 years ago, when Mandela came, so they named you Mandela.
Yeah. So
free at last.
Mr. Allen, this what going on here. I understand that you have to hear my side of the story because you don't.
Well, I heard your side of the story.
But this need to be investigated more because when I left from down there, he was still walking around the barber shop with the cutlass in his hand, talking all kind of thing. Even when I reached up by my friend and the police came there and was talking to me, he was still walking and giving
before
trouble.
We go that, nobody ever imagined, right, that we would have gone this distance to get the facts of this. And
correct.
That is how everybody wanted to know how he ended up. How the car overtook the truck and knocked him down. But he was so disoriented. We spoke to the auntie and you've seen in the video here where the auntie said that, he was so disoriented and blood was flowing. She said blood was pitching. What you saw?
I saw blood all over his head flowing on here, like the blood was spraying up and running all his face.
Coming here and coming down.
And I asked him what happened. He said Mandela take a cable and hit him on his head.
The blood was pissing the blood, but you say it's too good cable hit him. So if he didn't get the cable, if he didn't get the injury, he'd have never ended up on the road.
Mr. Allen, if it have camera footages, I'm not saying anything wrong, but if you pull back the camera footages from earlier on the day, like around 4:30 to 5, you will see where he was in the road with two cutlass playing.
And before he get the cable?
Yeah, that is way before. And a B15 passing, and the man had to stop and for him to fall on the car because the way he is and the order he in, when the car man passing to go on his side, the car man had to stop and pull on the next side because
he get two cable and he walk down the road with that.
Understand?
Anyhow, let me go, I'll see you.
Mr. Allen, all I have to say, I'm guilty. I never did anything wrong. I understand what I did wasn't right and what not and thing.
To me, please. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, hear what he said? He's guilty. I'll take you back for 5 seconds. I will take you back for 5 seconds. You hear what he said? Let's take a fast break. Remember, bring on your ads here. You have to bring your ads in and make sure everybody knows about your product. Let's take a fast break. When we come back, we'll continue.
The I.A.N Show will be right back.
Time to level up with Neil Cool Air Conditioning. Premium Lennox 12,000 BTU that offers strong cooling, energy efficiency, and ice-cold performance. Right now, grab it for just $2,800. Yes, you heard right. Only $2,800. Installed. Turn your home into pure comfort, cool vibes all day, all night. Call us today before this deal is gone.
You're hired. Not you guys. Him.
Mommy? What is that?
When it comes to spotless results, trust the real professional, Sir Cleaning Products. Floors, windows, tables, wherever there's dirt, Sir makes it disappear. Hassle-free cleaning. Every time.
So, do you do kitchens too?
Like I go get a raise?
Sir Hassle-free Cleaning. Done right.
Becoming a landowner is now a greater possibility. At Corsica Estates in Grand Couva, owning your piece of land has never been easier with more flexible options available. With our in-house payment plan, pay just $25,000 down and $1,909 monthly for 12 years, totaling $300,000 per lot. You can also secure funding through First Citizens, Scotia, or Republic Bank and pay $250,000 per lot. What are you waiting for? Contact us today for more information and learn how you can get started.
On April 25th, gather around Team UNC for speeches on the state of the nation, including Prime Minister KPB 2.0.
The people of our country can be assured that assets that belong to them are now being managed in a manner to bring the greatest returns to our country and our citizens.
37 years of party, 1 year in government. Congress 26 from the Couva South Hall car park, Saturday, April 25th at 2 p.m. Live coverage on this station and all streaming platforms.
Better days are coming. Better days ahead.
That was a paid political ad.
When the jump gets tough, you need energy that lasts. When the night gets long and the deadlines are close, you need energy that sharpens your mind.
Welcome back to the Ian Allen Show.
He said, "Yeah, guilty. I hit him. Go ahead."
Allen, all I have to say, I'm guilty. I never did anything wrong. I understand what I did wasn't right and whatnot and thing, but I didn't deserve. Martin didn't deserve to die like this, right? I was so shocked when I reached him and I heard Martin die.
When he get the cable, he get disoriented.
No, he didn't get disoriented, because if he get disoriented, he would have never get on like that from before. His aunt and him stand up, watching what it is going on. He aunt and his mother see him when he come home to get the cutlass to interfere with me. They stand up like this watching.
I hope the police take all the statement.
Yeah, they never,
and all the information.
They never talk and say the truth, you understand? They're just saying that what happened, but I know mad to just hit Martin a piece of cable in the head or whatnot. You understand? I mean to say, yes, it reached far or whatnot. He come and he die, you understand? Yeah. So everything will be looking like on me, because...
Well, how the police really get to the bottom of it, because at the end of the day, the car is not to blame.
Yeah.
The car did not kill Martin. The car did not kill Martin. There's something called causation. If it was not for that first incident, he would have never ended up on the road. He would have never been going to the police station. He would have never been so disoriented where he collapsed and the car hit him.
Yeah. But Mr. Allen, if this is the thing, right, is a whole hour and a half, 2 hours after I reach home, then I get to know that Martin was on the road like that. Because
guilty or innocent?
Listen to this. I guilty because I didn't do nothing wrong, because number one, while I was talking to the police officers and them, a lady pulled up to the side of me and was like, "Good night, officer." So I step aside for she to talk to the officer. She telling the officer, there's somebody lie down the road by the cemetery playing mad with a cutlass in her hand and gallivanting. She don't know if they're mad or she don't know if they're drunk. She would just like for them to go and see about them. And they talk to me and whatnot, they let me know to come off the road and whatnot and thing.
You were driving a car?
No, I was riding my bike.
So they come off the road?
Yeah. So they tell me how Martin is fully intoxicated. They can't carry him to do any medical or anything like that.
But after he died. So let me go. I'll see you. Thanks for talking to me.
All right, nope.
Spoke to Mandela, free at last, but so that's what he had to say. Very interesting. As he said, I'm guilty, but thank you.
Wow, unbelievable. 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 If he didn't get a cable in his head, he would have never had blood spraying from his head. He would have never gotten so disoriented after the blow. And he would have never collapsed in the road for the car to knock him down. So you see how everything have a story? Then you just hear a car run over a man. If he never saw, what if that didn't happen? I don't know if causation can apply there. I don't know if causation can apply. I hear the driver don't have a license like you. And she fled the scene. You see, or everything. And that's why I tell you every day, you make sure and tell all your friends about this show and watch it. They can say what they want about me, you know. They can say what they want. I'm giving you the news and I'm giving you the facts. And I can't rush it. I have cases piling up to, stories piling up to give to you. I have more for you tomorrow. I'm doing an intense investigation on someone, on an activity. And that is why you don't see me for a little while. Okay? Lorella. I'll be I'll be back tomorrow. That's all I can tell you. I'll be back tomorrow. Another interview is 2 things I want to focus on. Anyhow, I won't tell you tomorrow. No, I won't tell you now. Make sure you look back at yesterday's show, you look back at today, and keep sharing it, and make sure everybody has their ad on the show. This is I.A.N. This is Crime Watch. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Yo, there's a jungle out. There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our mind. Yo, there's a jungle out.